Hello students, welcome to your computer class. So in the previous class we have discussed about the exercise of chapter 5. Now today we are going to do the revision of the chapters. So let us start with chapter 1. So come to the book. So first chapter we have already discussed these while earlier explanation. It is about the computer system. So the first topic, which is about the IPU cycle, the input, process and output. So let us read and recall these things once again. So we all know that computer is a electronic machine and it works as per the instructions given by the user. Okay, so whatever the instructions which are given, this is the data which is can be in the form of raw facts and figure. Clear? And after that, on this data the processing is done. The processor or the CPU, you can say that the processing is done by the CPU and it produces the output. Clear? And the output, if you want to get stored, if you want to refer it in the future, for that we use the different storage devices. Clear? So this series of input, process, output activities is known as information processing cycle. Clear? That is the IPU cycle. The sequence, we have seen that the sequence is, first we perform the input, that input is given, then this input, the data which is given as a input, this is processed, and after the processing the output is obtained. Clear? So this is the sequence, and the output, if you want to get it stored, we can store in any of the storage medium, any of the storage device. Clear? So this is the sequence of the you can say the um, process by which the input is converted into output. Then here the different terms which are related to this are, first is data. So what is the meaning of data? It is the collection of unorganized fact. Unorganized basically means if it is a raw data, means if it is not in a particular sequence, there is not any sorting. Clear? So it can be any digit, alphabets, facts and figure. So this all be part as or as a constituent of a data. Clear? So this unorganized data, which can include word, number, images and sound. Clear? So these are all the different forms of data. So the computer manipulate the and process the data to create information. Clear? So data is the input which is given by the user, and when this data is processed into a meaningful and a useful form, this is called as information. So what is information? Information, you can say that information is a organized, meaningful and useful data. Clear? Let us erase this. Now next is process. So what is the meaning of process? The computer perform the processing part with the help of the processor or the CPU, and with the help of the processing the data is converted into the output, or that is the information. Clear? So the computer carries out this processing with some instruction or some programs. Clear? And these programs are designed by us, so this way we are giving the instruction to the computer how to process the data. Clear? Then what is the storage? Storage is when we save the data for future use, so that you can use it again and again, and whenever you want to modify and do some changes in that, that is also using these storage devices we have the facility to update and change the saved data. Next is hardware and software. So this is a very basic thing, that software is the instructions or the set of related instructions by using which the computer performs different tasks. Clear? And what is hardware? The physical components of the computer, or the, you can say, the electronic component using which we give the instructions to the computer or various other operations are there which can be touched and feel also. So the different examples of the hardware: keyboard, printer, clear, speaker. Next is the user. So who is the user? The person who is using or utilizing the information which is given by the computer. So we as a person who are giving the instructions to the computer, who are giving the input and also obtaining the output from the computer. So this is called as user. Next is what are the benefits of using a computer. So we all know that computers are used in all different walks of our life. We have the computers in our offices, in different government organizations for the research, clear. So this way it is a integral part of life, and the different daily activities which we do when we do the entertainment using the internet, clear. After that we have the different gaming websites. So all these facilities are available with the help of the computers. Now these computers are of different size, of the different variations. For example, if it is kept on a desk, then it is called as a desktop, which is bigger in size. And those computers which we can handle conveniently, which are smaller in size, they are the laptop computers, or also we have the notebook computers, tablets, clear. So these are the portable form of the computing devices. Next is the same which we are discussing, that the computers are used at the different places. For example, at home we use for different purpose like watching movies, videos, for reading books, clear, for uh, performing different home related activities, for the different leisure work also we use the computers at home. Then in a similar way in the office, for the office purpose, for sending the mails, for creating the messages, memos, clear, for calculating the payroll, clear. So and attendance management. So these are the different works for which the computer is used in the offices. Schools, we are already using the computer for these online classes, clear. So this way the schools also use the computer for teaching activities, for different library management, then different other financial, for the clerical work also the computers are used to save the information of the students. Next is the banks. So banks manage the and use the, you can say, the computer for managing the financial records of the different customers, for managing the ATM, the different machine using which we withdraw the money, clear. So different funds transfer, saving, interest. So these all financial needs are done by using the computers in the banks, clear. Then the different grocery store, the shopping malls, clear, the different multiplexes. So these are also using computers for tracking the purchase, the for managing the inventory, for managing the stock, clear. These are the different use of computers in grocery and these business places. Next, we are using this computer for the entertainment. We watch videos, we uh, different the OTT platforms, that is the different video streaming websites where we watch the different web series, web episodes, the different movies, clear. So these all different entertainment website, the gaming website, we also use for reading books, magazines, clear. So this way the computer provides these entertainment source. Then we use the computer for communication. We send mails, we perform video call, audio calls, conferences, you attend the class meetings, the different lectures you are attending of the teachers. So this all features for communication is also done with the help of computers. So this way the computer is paving the way for a digital revolution, so that the people can live the life easily. They can you can say the people can get literate about these devices. So this is now becoming an integral part of life, and by using this we can upgrade your knowledge, we can share your views, you can also represent your own ideas and make the world know about your thoughts. So this way it is also giving the platform to express ourselves. We can groom, we can update, we can also earn money. So this way the computer and this information technology is providing us different, you can say, the different avenues for the growth and upliftment of the society in the modern world. Next, what are the different characteristics of the computers? So the different characteristics, let us see these characteristics of these computers. We already are familiar about these. So first is the speed. So we all know that the computer is used everywhere because of its high speed. We can perform the millions of instructions in a second for the different complex calculation, which if done by the humans it will take enormous amount of time. But if in that place if you use the computer, all those instructions or all those work can be completed very quickly. And not only this, the different, you can say, it also saves the time. If you have to send, for example, if you take a scenario that you have to send any message to any of the persons, so without using these computers, email or messages, earlier the things were sent via the mails, means the postcard or the letters. Then for the postal service we have to depend, so it will take some time. So because of the advancement in the technology, we have now the fast processing services, the emails or the different ways by which you digitally transfer the data or the message from one place to another. So this way the computer enhances our speed as well as saves our time. Next is the quality. So using the computers, the quality of the work also enhances. Clear? So if there is the work is being done by persons, so we will not have so much better quality. And if you are using the computers, maybe we can get a high quality of the work. Or if you are doing some digital, you can say drawing, the different engineers which they can also use the different softwares for designing the, you can say, the graphs or the layout of any of the different engineering works for different building or different automobiles engineering. Clear? So these are the different areas where the computers enhances the quality of the work, and it gives you a professional outlook or a professional approach of solving the different task. Next is reliability. So what is the meaning of reliability? Reliability means that something which we can trust upon. Clear? Means if it is giving the result correct, or if it is means if it is performing the task tirelessly, we can do the things without any delay, and we can trust upon these devices. So the computer, we can say that it is a device which is reliable and accurate. Clear? So if the instructions which are given to the computers are correct, means as a human, if we are not doing the error, then the computer will also give you the correct result. Clear? So because of this reliability feature, and they have low failure rate, the different computer components give the consistent result. Consistent result means that every time the result is correct and there is no any failure or there is no any error in those results. Clear? So it doesn't make the mistake itself. Clear? So if there is mistake by the human while giving the input or the data, then obviously the computer will not give the correct result. So that is why if there is no any human error, then we will get the correct result by the computer also. Next is the storage capacity or the storage capability. So we know that earlier the offices were having the different sections for keeping the files, various pages were there, but now if we save the similar type of data digitally in the computer, in the hard disk or the cloud storage, so this way it saves the space and very huge amount of data can be saved in very less size. In GBs or MBs also we can save a data of information of a file or very large group of books. Clear? So this way the computer is also saving the paperwork and it is also saving our time and to manage those things. Whenever earlier when we have the files or the page work, so at that time they also may have some theft of that, there may be some other natural reasons because of which the paper maybe get damaged, but if we'll save them digitally in the computer, then there is no means a issue of security and also it will be there for a large time period without any loss of data. So this way the storage capacity is also enhanced with the use of computers. Next is versatile. So versatile means that the computers can perform various jobs efficiently, means at the same time we can perform the software work, you will be listening a song or watching a video, also there is a window or a browser which is open for surfing anything. So this way the computer is versatile in nature, so along with the one operation we can perform the other programs or other functions simultaneously. Clear? So this way the computer is versatile and we can perform the different repetitive jobs efficiently. Next is consistency. So consistency that we were talking about, that if the result which is obtained, if it is up to the mark, if it is always correct, so it depends on the input which is given by the user. So there is a phrase that is called as garbage in garbage out, means if there is error with the input, then the output obtained will also have the error, and vice versa, if all the instructions are correct, then the result obtained will also have the correct data in that. Clear? So this is the feature of consistency to perform the and give the data accurate always if there is no human error. Then next is communication. So we have just seen that the communication is providing the means by which the persons can communicate with their relatives, with their friends from faraway places. The business work also uses this communication purpose for the personal use we use. So this way the communication feature is possible because of the use of computer. Next is the productivity. So the computer enhances the productivity of the work, it reduces the manual jobs, the different difficult and boring and tiring jobs can be done with the help of computers. So this way then productivity is improved. Next is decision making. So decision making means if we have some program or the process in which there is a requirement of uh, various types of data which is needed for these things. So the different business and the government decisions are based on the different other information or different data from the different departments like finance, geography. Clear? So on the basis of this, if the decision is required to be done manually, then it will take more time. But by using this technological advancement, by using the computers, the decision making process can be sorted out, and a large amount of data can be used together. So the decision making process can be done easily with the help of using the computers. Next is the communication speed is enhanced using the computer, and we can share the information easily with the help of computers across the world using the internet. Then it is also environment friendly, as we can save the pages. Clear? So digital use or the use of computers reduces the carbon emission, you can say, or the page the trees are used for making these pages. So this way the cutting of trees is reduced or it is minimized. So this way the computers are eco-friendly or environment friendly. Then next is what you can do with a computer. So using the computer we can perform various things. We can watch movies, listen songs, perform research. Clear? Let us read this and know your facts also. So we all know that Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. Clear? So the different computing activities like the input, storage, processor, control and output. So these are the different concepts which were there in the computing device, which was analytical engine, which was launched in year 1833. So these similar basic concept of the computing is used in the today's modern computer also. Now coming to the next is the different works which we can do using the computer. So it is very easy. By only reading the names you can relate that what is the different uses. So we can use the computer for creating documents. So different resume, letters, business invitations, these all can be created using the computers. Next is checking your finances. So the computer can be used for financial work, for different taxation purpose, for the different stocks. Clear? So this way the budget management can be done and other financial needs can be met with the use of computer. Then the research operation can be performed by using the computers. Next is the different complex calculation, the numbers, spreadsheet programs like Excel, which we have discussed. So these are the different works for calculation purpose can be done with the computer. Now time scheduling. So this is for managing, you can say that for managing the appointment, meetings. Clear? And all of the different where the time requirement or scheduling time operations is required. So this way the digital method of this is to involve the computing devices for this. Next is teaching. So we have just seen that the teachers and students can use the computers for making the learning process easy. Next we can learn using the computers the different new things. If you want to learn something new language, some if you want to learn some to play some musical instrument. Clear? So this all the different hobbies can be fulfilled by using the computers. There are various website, blogs, videos which are available on the internet. You can use them to improve yourself. Next is chatting and communication. So the text messages which we transfer by using different websites. Next is keep in touch, means we can talk with our relatives, friends using the messages, chat, video phones, video calls. The different buy and sell purpose for the e-commerce website, we are using the computers. So digitally we can pay the price, we can purchase any item or goods with the help of computer. Next is for creating new things. If you want to create any greeting card, photos, if you want to edit videos, record your videos, so these all hobbies, or you can say the professional work, also can be done using the computers. Then multimedia, the different CD, videos, animations can be performed using computers, and also it provides you the entertainment. We can play games over different websites. Next is how does a computer work. So we have just seen that the computer works in the steps of input, process and output. So whatever the input a user want to give, the information or the data will be given in the form of input. It can be text, figures, audio, video. Clear? So this is called as data. Now this data is processed with the help of CPU or the processor, which converts this data into information. Clear? So the process of converting the data into information is called as processing. Now the processed data is in the form of output, and if you want to store this output in any of the storage devices like hard disk, Blu-ray disc, pen drive, clear? Then there are various cloud storage mechanism also we have, which we can use to save or store our data. Clear? Next is the different explanation of the same terms, like what is input. So we have seen that input is the instructions which are given with the help of different input devices like keyboard, mouse, scanner. Then process is the act of converting the data into information, and this is done with the help of CPU, or also we can say that the processor. Next is output. So output is the processed and organized information which is obtained after the processing. Clear? And the output we obtain on different output devices like monitor, printer, speaker. Clear? Next is storage. So storage is the device which we use to save the data for future use. Next is maintaining the hardware. So this is the topic which we have discussed earlier also, that whenever we are using the computer, it is a good saying that take good care of the computer and it will take good care of you. So whatever the device we are using, it is a good practice to keep the devices physically clean. So for cleaning these devices, we have seen the different steps or why we need to clean these devices. So we need these devices to be clean because if there is dust in these devices, this may cause the, or this may slow the airflow inside the computing devices, which may raise the computer temperature. So this increase in temperature may cause the failure of the devices, or may also you can say that it will not work properly. And by cleaning this, if there is dust on the different screen or any of those monitor, so this will cause the eye strain. So whenever you are using the computers, make sure that we are cleaning these devices. And if you are working on the computers for a long time, there are various steps, ergonomics concept which we have discussed. So for example, for cleaning the monitor or the different CRT or LCD devices, we can use any cloth which is lint free, means there are different ports like threads which are there. So use those clothes with which is lint free. And whatever is the glass cleaner, if there is any liquid, we can use those for cleaning them. So spray those liquids and then wipe with a dry cloth. This will remove whatever the dust which is present on those screens. In the same way, the different system units, mouse and keyboard, they can be cleaned. So for cleaning the system unit, again whatever the cloth you have, spray the liquid on the cloth and then wipe the surface of those devices. Then for cleaning the keyboard, we can use any of the air can, where you can use the there is different, also we have the blowers which we can use to clean the dust first, or you can turn the keyboard upside down and we can gently shake it so that whatever the dust particles are there in between those keys of the keyboard, they will come out. And before doing all these things, we need first to unplug the device from the port, and it should be without the electricity current. Clear? These are the precautions which it is required to be followed. Next is, if by accidentally if there is any liquid which is poured on the keyboard, so first it is required to quickly shut down the computer and then unplug the port from the system unit, and then turn it upside down so that whatever the liquid which is there, this will drain from the keyboard. Then how to clean the mouse? So for cleaning the mouse, you can use the different earbuds. We can use any of the uh, towel cloth for and use the liquid on the cloth only, and then wipe out whatever the lens area and other surface which is present on the mouse. So these were all the steps for cleaning the devices. Next is the concept of human wear and ergonomics. So human wear basically means the persons who is programming, designing and operating the computer. So these concepts are involved the human wear and ergonomics for increasing the efficiency of the users so that they can use the devices very safely. So ergonomics is the study of the people, their physical environment in which they are using these devices, and this will you can say increase the comfort and the efficiency of the users. So for this we have the different steps, like the monitor should be adjusted at the same eye level of as of the person's eye. In the same way, the wrist strain can be avoided if we keep our elbows at the same level of the keyboard. Then the position and the posture of the person should be such that the feet should be flat on the surface, and the chair or the different you can say the furniture should be designed to provide the comfort, and the back should be straight, the chair should be designed in a similar way. So these were all the different concepts related to these computing devices, the concept of ergonomic, and the different healthy habits. It is also given that whenever you are using the computer, we should take a short walk after some time period, then we should splash cold water on our faces to rinse our eyes, and when you are using the computers for a longer time period, take breaks often and look at some other visuals other than the screen. Clear? So these were all the different healthy habits for using the computers. Read and revise the things. If you have any doubt, we will discuss again in the coming online class. Thank you.